What's up everybody? Sean here with another lift roll video. In this video I'm just going to share with you guys the main things I do to avoid pressure sores. And I'm going to cover two main things, which is what I do during the day in my chair and then also what I do at night in the bed to avoid getting any type of pressure sores. So for the chair, for me personally, I don't do a lot of pressure reliefs if I'm at home all day or if I'm out running a bunch of errands. Because if I'm home all day, I'm constantly trying to transfer in and out of my chair, in and out of the couch and stuff. So I'll spend a couple hours in the chair doing some work on the computer, doing whatever I have to do, and then I'll sit down on the couch for an hour or so. And by doing that, every time you're transferring and shifting your weight, you're changing position, you're moving pressure points, and just changing how your body's sitting, and it's gonna help you to avoid getting those sores. And same thing if I'm out having to run errands all day or just a lot of during the day. I will try to always be in and out of the chair and the driver's seat as much as I can. Always trying to, every hour to 2 hours, constantly trying to do either a transfer, and if I can't do a transfer, I will do some sort of pressure relief. And what I do for my pressure reliefs for my back, because I do both my butt and my back. For my back, I do a lot more often, and I will put my hands down in between my knees like this, and I will just lean forward and try to stretch my back out even also. So I'm not only doing the pressure relief, I'm also stretching a little bit. And it's really taking all the pressure off the lower part of my spine, which is a very bony part of my body. And then as far as the pressure off of my butt goes, what I like to do is I will actually take my feet off of my foot plate. Oop, get a little spasm here. Let it settle down. Put the other guy down. And I do that because it just drops my feet lower, which will help the back of my butt get a little higher. And then what I do is I'll use one hand on the brake, and I like to have something else I can push off of on the other one. I can use the other brake, but it's a lot more difficult to get up. And I will just try to stay down like this, and I'll do this every hour at least if I'm in my chair all day, and try to do this for a good minute or two just to really get all the pressure off of the back part of your butt down there. And then by having something to push up on, I can push back up pretty easily and then pop my feet back on my foot plate and just kind of go back about my day doing whatever I gotta do. And so for the second part of pressure sore prevention, as far as being in the bed goes, what I do in bed, I just try to make sure I'm shifting positions every few hours, same thing. So what I do is I start flat in the bed, which takes a little time to stretch and get my body wanting to lay flat like that. And once I fall asleep flat like that, my body kind of naturally will spasm, my knees will kick up, want to come up to my chest. And when that happens, they stay together, so they sort of just roll over to one side, which if I'm kind of leaning to my left, which I try to do, I will have them, they would just fall to my left, and I will end up on my left hip and get all the pressure off of, the main part of my butt I've been sitting on all day. And I'll usually stay there for 4 to 5 hours or so, and then my body naturally just spasms a little bit. I'll kind of wake up, and when that happens, I just try to grab my legs and roll them over to the other side. So I just shift the weight, and once I get it up, to the middle, they just basically fall over, and I will be on the right hip, and I'll completely be, taking all that pressure off the left hip where I just was, and still my butt's completely free of pressure. And so after a couple hours there, I usually try to, I just wake up from a little bit of a spasm, and at that point I will roll back to my left and then end the last hour or so back on my left hip. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for my main pressure sore prevention tips when it comes to being in the chair and then also at night when you're in bed. And if you do happen to get a pressure sore, just go see your doctor. They're really not something you want to mess with. Just immediately just call your doctor and see what he says about the sore. Alright guys, so I do appreciate you guys watching the video. Thank you for watching. If you do like the video, please click the like button, give a little thumbs up there. And if you haven't already, please click the subscribe button to stay up to date for future videos coming out. Any questions, comments, or suggestions for future videos, leave in the comments down below. Thanks for watching again, guys. Let's get a fist bump. Live to roll.